Okay, y'all. So J3 Emerge, a phone that I said I'd never buy because it wasn't worth the money and it was a waste of hardware, an ugly phone, and it's a waste of time. Well, I got to eat every single word that I said about this phone after buying it and using it. This has been my daily driver since I have unboxed it, and for a lot of reasons. This phone is awesome. I really like it. Now, yes, it did not have the 430 octa-core processor. No, it did not have the extra half gigabyte of RAM, but it makes up for it in so many ways, in my personal opinion. Now, I thought the phone was ugly whenever I seen it on picture. Looking at it here, but I gotta say, it looks pretty nice. I got a nice brushed aluminum look up here with the camera and flash, and a silver look here on the back with silver on the sides, and this dark gray look here on the front that really looks really nice. The phone feels nice and heavy. It's not light, it's not heavy, but it's got a really nice feel to it. The back cover of this thing has got a really nice feel to it. It's got like a rubbery feel to it. On the sides, it feels virtually unflippable. I mean, it grips in your hand really good. It's not a bit slick. It's got a good rubberized feel to it. And if your hands, I've noticed, are a little bit damp from like sweat, or if you wash your hands or whatever, and you actually grab the phone again, the phone feels that much more grippy, which is kind of crazy. You'd think it would make it slick, but it don't. It actually makes it more grippy and easier to hold on to. This phone, of course, as y'all all know, does not have a AMOLED display. They went back to, like, I think it was a TFT LCD display. But I gotta say, even not being AMOLED, the screen looks really good. The screen is very clear, very vibrant, and the screen gets very bright. This here is right around, I don't know, 30% brightness right now. If I turn it up to about 50% brightness, the camera probably can't even, focus in really good on it, but it looks really nice. If I even go even higher to 100%, I mean, it is just very, very bright, very vibrant, and honestly, I mean, yeah, it does not have the same vibrance of the AMOLED on the original J3 2016 model, but the screen is very nice. The screen looks really good. The phone is so smooth. The phone works really well. Now, this phone does run the 1.4 gigahertz quad-core 425 with 1.5 gigabytes of RAM and 16 gigabytes of onboard storage. You can move apps to the SD card. However, I'm unsure of adaptable storage. I've not tried that out yet. It has a 5 megapixel camera on the rear with full 1080p recording, and it has a flash. And the front has a 2 megapixel camera, records now in 720 instead of only 480. So yeah, full 1080 on the rear now and 720 on the front. And I must say, I was not really impressed with the 2016 J3 camera. But I gotta say, they have really done something with this camera. This camera takes awesome photos in good light. It takes good pictures in low light. I have posted some on Instagram. At nighttime, in town with just some overhead lights, and quality is really good. Selfie quality is good as well. It's very smooth. Camera quality is top notch for what you're getting in this phone here. A 5 pixel camera in the rear and a 2 in the front, but it looks really good. Audio quality is good, video quality is good, and picture quality is fantastic. The speaker, there's no speaker on the back. It's about time. Speaker is on the side right here. Now you're thinking that's a funny place to put a speaker, but when this phone is laying down flat on a surface, it is extremely loud. YouTube videos, music, ringers, whatever, you'll have no trouble hearing it. Speaker quality is really loud, and it's just it's very, very clear, very loud, and just sounds really good. Battery life has the same battery milliamp hour as the last year's version at 2600 milliamp hour. Now I gotta say, battery life has been phenomenal on this device. And I will show you the current battery usage and that I have got right now on this charge. Now, so far, look at battery usage here. And you will see, as of right here, I have 1 day and 6 hours and 33 minutes on battery life. And I still have 45% remaining on battery. Screen on time is currently, it's not that high, but it's 2 hours and 36 minutes on screen on time. Now, I have made videos, YouTube videos with this on this battery charge. I have took pictures. I have took video. I have watched YouTube on it. I have played a few little games on it. I've made phone calls. I have just used it. Estimated time remaining is 14 hours on battery life. So I gotta say, 1 day and 6 hours so far. It is really good. And it also has 2 power saving modes. You look right here. It'll show up here. You got a off, min, and a max. And it shows right here that 14 hours and 30 minutes is estimated battery life. Mid power saving gives 17 hours. And max gives you 52 estimated hours remaining on this battery. And you can go in here and right now you'll see that my device performance rating is excellent at 96%. The layout of this phone is awesome. Down here you got your battery, you have storage, and you have RAM, and it shows everything that's free. And just the whole setup and the looks of this screen here for the setting screen is just really nice. It's got everything in order, and it looks really nice and very clean. Now, of course, I do have a Samsung theme on here, which makes everything look different. Keyboard has this really, well, actually right now I got it set for one-handed operation for some reason or another. Well, actually, I got it turned on, and you can hit the home button 3 times, and the screen will go down to one-handed operation. You can change hands by hitting here and hitting here, and it's also the same way when you're typing as well. So just hit full screen here and it will go back to the full screen and all that kind of cool stuff. But the dialer here, it is small, but you can see had like a aluminum look to it. I did make it one-hand operation for easier use. Drop down is really nice as well. Really neat feature there as well. Pretty much what everything else you see. It does have a flashlight ability, which is really nice as a flashlight on a phone. And call quality is excellent. Call quality is superior. It's clear. Reception is very strong. Very good connectivity. However, I gotta say that the build here, where it connects from here to this part right here, does feel a little off. You can look at it maybe a little bit there and tell that it has like a little gap in it, and it just does not look like it is matched up perfectly. But other than that, not really much of an issue. So, you know, I want to keep it as short as possible. And everything else, I pretty much told you my first thoughts. And my first thoughts, by just be telling you about it, is I love the phone. It's a really good phone, really good battery life, really good cameras. It's very snappy. It feels quicker. It does feel a lot quicker, in my personal opinion, than last year's 2016 J3. It is quick. It's not octa-core, but it is quick. Has the same RAM and everything else. But like I said, the phone is fast. Playing games, I've not really played much games, but the games I've played, I did do a test game. Somebody requested, and I told them about it, and it was a little choppy, but it was a very high graphic intense game. So that'll come more in the full review of the phone. Showing you game tests and all that stuff. But overall, I gotta say, this was not intended to be kept. It was just intended to be unboxed, reviewed, disappointed, and returned. But ever since I bought this phone for $79 at my local Walmart, it has not been a disappointment. Battery life has been great. I've been thoroughly satisfied using this phone, and I gotta say I highly recommend it. It does everything well. I'm not saying that. I mean, this was a person, me, who said I would not buy this phone, who was not interested in buying this phone. But of course, the temptation of seeing the phone got the better of me, and I ended up buying it and using it, and now I refuse to return it. So that's my thoughts on the J3 Emerge. It's a great phone. Will it get nougat? I don't know. It runs 6.0.1 and all that cool stuff. So if it gets nougat, it gets it. If it don't, I ain't too worried about it, to be honest with you. I mean, after downloading nougat on the Stylo 2, not very impressed. Honestly, I mean, it is what it is. Just a little minor update, really. It may help on some things, you know, and stuff like that. But that's just my personal opinion. I'm going to get on. I'm not going to. That's a whole different video. Just put it that way. But J3 Emerge, I highly recommend it. Now, a lot of people will say, not really impressed, not much of an upgrade, which is really not when you look at it in the eyes of the specs. Looking at the 425 quad core, the same ROM, same RAM, it's not much of an upgrade in that feature. But it makes up for it in a better camera. It makes up for it in very snappy. You're thinking, well, it was AMOLED. Now it's just a TFT LCD. It looks good. It's crisp, it's sharp, and it looks very vibrant. It's a pleasure to watch YouTube videos on, Netflix, whatever. It's just crystal clear. The speaker on the side is a much more improved speaker than the one on the back was. In sound quality and everything, it's just louder in general. And there is nothing, and I repeat, there is nothing I can say negative about the Galaxy J3 Emerge. It's a great phone. Try one out for yourself. I mean, I'm giving you my honest first thoughts on this phone and giving you what I think. If you don't believe me, try one out for yourself. If you don't like it, then you know everybody's different. Personally, I love the phone, and it's a keeper. So that's my thoughts on the Galaxy J3 Emerge. This was helpful. You enjoyed it. This was any informative in any at all way. Hit that like button. I sure would appreciate it. Comment down below what y'all think of my first thoughts video and give me your opinions on it after me telling you what I told you about it. And that'll be awesome. Also, if you're not a subscriber yet, please hit that subscribe button and that little bell to be notified of future camera tests, unboxings, comparisons, all this cool stuff. That'd really be awesome as well. So I'm going to get out of here. Y'all have a good one, and we'll see y'all in the next video.